This is one of my absolute favorite games, and I stream it almost every single time I go live. I figured might as well do a playthrough without Twitch Toolkit so my viewers can't mess me up. And by mess up, I mean send me 6 tornadoes and 200 rats. Feel free to join me on Twitch. Link is down below in the description. Obviously, I'm playing with the core game as well as with the royalty DLC. I'm playing with some mods that make it a little bit easier to build the colony, such as hospitality, which lets us take on guests and recruit them. Mods that make it just easier to manage my colonies, such as Rimworld and these color-coded mood bars. So I want a challenge because I play Randy Random on streams all the time. However, I also have my viewers helping me out with Twitch Toolkit, and I just want to see if I can make a colony last longer than a year if my viewers are not interacting with the game. So we're actually going to create a new colony. We're going to do the classic scenario just to give me the best chance of survival. And we're going to do Randy Random. Losing is fun, of course. I think I do an okay job with Randy Random on the hardest difficulty on stream. However, I have my viewers helping me out. So I'm doing commitment mode. I'm just gonna keep going until I don't think I can anymore. And we're gonna see how this works. Robert, that's a fitting seed. We'll just stick with that. So I prefer year-round growing zones, so I'm gonna go towards the south. Let's see, over here we have quite a few people hanging out. Let's do that. 50 out of 60 days is okay. I will take that. I'm mostly looking for, what's it called? Marble and granite. That's what I'm really looking for. Let's see, marble and sandstone. Marble, granite, limestone. Oh, marble and granite and marble. Okay, this one does not have caves. I am okay with that. If I do dig into the mountain, I do risk infestations. However, I think they're manageable. If I get to a certain point in the game, I think I can handle infestations. We're gonna risk it for the biscuit and just go with this. It's mountainous, which provides really good defense. Marble and granite, the most beautiful and the most sturdy stone. 50 out of 60 days of a growing period is pretty good. I prefer year-round. This is my preference. But 50 out of 60 days is manageable. And okay, so we gonna move along. Psychopath, I love it. Actually, this person's pretty nice. They have some construction, some mining, which is going to be useful. Some planting skill, I'm all for it. Ooh, okay. Here's Justin. What stands out to me is he has high medical, social, and fairly okay intellectual starting out. What I also notice is that he has small passions in all of those, and he's a quick sleeper, so I'll take him. The only thing is that he's incapable of violence. She's a body purist. Interesting. She does have an addiction, and I don't want to deal with an addiction right now. Let's see who we can randomize real quick. Unfortunately, I don't have Twitch Toolkit to let my viewers alter my colonist traits, so whatever I roll, I get. I'm looking for a good cook. Alright, we have Alva. She has a great memory, she's a fast learner, and she's tough, which I like. And our cooking's at 5, which is pretty good. Especially starting out, because we need someone at, I think, at least cooking level 4. I think in order to avoid food poisoning. I think this is fine. Everyone has their own strengths and weaknesses. 'Tis okay, we only have 1 medic. Just saw that. So we're gonna have to be a little careful. I think we can make this work. I'm just hoping we start out with a good pet. Please have a good pet. The only thing is that he's bonded with Justin, and Justin's never gonna fight. That's okay though. We're gonna go ahead and go around the map and unforbid everything to start us off. Oh my gosh, y'all. Okay, if you've never played Rimworld before, it's okay if you don't understand how good this is. It's all enclosed. One small area for people to come in through. A steam geyser, and look at all of this farmable land and whatever the heck this is. I'm not gonna lie, this is the best map that I've ever drawn. I am stoked. Randy, please be nice to me. Let's go ahead and deconstruct all the ship parts that we can see. Let's grab the meals. All right, and some over there as well. Okay. All right, let's go. Let's make this full sized. I should have done that at the beginning. One thing that I like to do first is I like to dedicate a, whatchamacallit, it's stockpile zone. I'll just put it right here. So here's the thing, if I can avoid digging into the mountain, I can avoid infestations. So I'm going to try to do as little digging as possible. Let's just make an enclosed space. We'll go ahead and shrink this so, and it doesn't need to be this big. And we're going to build 3 beds. 1, 2, 3. Boom. Oh, let me take a look at their research tree. We already have electricity research, so I'm not going to worry about building a fireplace. I'm also going to go ahead and just start out by building a big table. I like to do this because eventually, if you live long enough, you're going to need these big tables anyways. Alva is our shooter, so she's going to get that rifle. It looks like Dutch has 0 shooting skill. However, he has pretty good melee, so we're going to give him the plasteel knife. I'm also going to make him wear all the armor, just because he's going to be the one going at it with people. We're just going to have them work until, let's say, 20. We'll give them, actually, we'll have them work till 19. We're going to have them have 3 hours of recreation at night, a couple hours of sleep, and if they wake up a little early, they can also engage in recreation. We're going to start with that kind of schedule. We'll tweak it as needed. One thing I love to do in games is set manual priorities. What this means is that they decide what they're going to do going from left to right. Justin is our only doctor. We'll see how this goes. All of us are cooks, so if there's cooking to do, I want her to prioritize that. If not, I'm going to have her prioritize growing and plant cutting. With Dutch, I'm going to have Dutch prioritize growing and plant cutting, so he'll be our farmer. Alva will be our cook slash farmer. Justin, he'll be our miner and researcher, although we do need to make sure that someone's set to haul. Actually, you know what? Justin is able to haul, so I'm going to have him prioritize hauling. They're making some growing zones, because those are important. Now, when I first started, I would make like these like teeny tiny little plots, just like that. No, you don't want to do that. You want growing plots that look more like this. Maybe not this big. I don't think we really need that big. However, we are going to start probably with rice. We'll make a rice field because that goes pretty quickly. However, it doesn't yield as much food as potato or corn. So I think what we're going to do, let's do corn. If we can make it through 1 crop of corn, I think we'll be good to go. All right, in addition to food, we also need to be growing things like medicine and such. So let's go ahead and do this. We're going to set this to be heal roots. Thankfully, we have a colonist with a minimum planting skill of 8, so we can grow heal root. We are going to make this smoke leaf. I think what we'll do is we'll start building around this side and then just move from left to right with the building. So we'll make this primarily fields. I always like to start the game off with a rather large thing of cotton. Because it grows really slow, I find it really difficult to get a good enough crop before the winter of your first year. But we're gonna need it for thick clothes as well as for carpet to boost mood. So those are our growing zones. We have food plots, medicine, drugs, and cotton. I think that's what we're gonna start with. We can go ahead and get a horseshoe pin. We'll go ahead and set it right there. Dutch was experiencing a minor break risk. Unsightly environment, slept in the cold, slept outside. So a lot of these we can fix if we can just get this built. So I think what I'm going to do, let me make sure that Dutch is set to construct. That we can get everyone's beds made, everyone can sleep inside. We can avoid any mental breaks early on in the game. We do have an ambrosia sprout. That's really nice. It's a little on the edge of the map, but that's okay. I can log it for later. All right, we have all the beds, which is perfect, and boom. Once we get that one last piece, we'll be good to go. Oh, I also need to make sure that our dog isn't eating our packaged meals. To do this, I'm going to go into expand allowed area. Let's manage the areas. I'm going to rename this Puppers. He can be inside the home. That is a-okay. However, he cannot get into our food. He can go anywhere he wants inside. Boom. Boom. He can go anywhere in here. He can graze. He can hunt. whatever. He just is not allowed in this food area. Just setting a zone is not enough. I actually have to go into my animals tab and click this. This will restrict him to the area that I had just designated as the pupper zone. Alright, let's take a look. Their recreation meters are pretty low. Actually, only Justin's is low. Oh, he's an undergrounder. Did not know that. Ooh, he's not gonna be happy. But he is okay. He'll just teeter on the edge, but I think Justin and Alva are they're gonna do okay. I'm gonna really put Justin to use. We're gonna build a research bench. We are gonna need it for defenses, especially because we're playing on Randy Randoms. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get that built. Alright, so I'm gonna set Justin's research priority to 1. He'll continue to haul until I reset this priority or until there's nothing left to haul. So now we have this set up. And I'm thinking we have good weapons at the moment. And I think what'll help us best is if we just run straight towards microelectronics. That'll give us the high-tech research bench, which will help us research quicker. Actually, no. Let's do batteries first. I keep forgetting about batteries. Batteries lets us store power, and that's important. And we probably should also rush through geothermal power because we have this conveniently located steam geyser, which gives us easy access to a large amount of power. So I think we're going to do battery first, then geothermal power, then microelectronics. Hopefully we can get through microelectronics before our first big significant raid. And I say big significant raid because we're probably going to be hit with a handful of smaller individuals who think they can take on our whole colony. Actually, it won't take much to take on our whole colony, seeing as we are composed of just 3 people, one of which is incapable of fighting, so we'll see how that goes. I think I'm gonna go ahead and leave it for now. I felt like we've had a good, strong, productive first couple of days in this colony. Knock on wood, we're able to keep it this way. Take it easy, y'all. I'll see y'all next time.